Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Alright, alright, alright. Cek, cek. Cek 1, 2, 3. Hmm, hmm. Ah, oke, tunggu sebentar guys. Gue masih siap-siap dulu. Sorry. Hold on. Eh, tunggu, tunggu, tunggu. Tar, tar. Sorry, sorry. Sebentar, ya, ya. Hmm. Halo, halo, Rifki dan juga Najmi Firdaus. Halo, sebentar ya. Lagi berusaha biar gimana caranya bisa ngebaca chat ini. Sebentar. Biar bisa ngebaca chat sama bisa ngelihat OBS-nya. Takutnya ada yang error gitu. Oke, ini harus bisa. And let's go. Alright. Hey guys, gimana kabarnya semua? Udah ada siapa aja di sini? Kalau boleh tahu. Ini baru early banget nih, baru mulai streamnya nih. Halo, halo, halo. Hmm. Up, dia kesana. Aduh. Alright. Testing untuk awal, gak ada masalah kan? Aman semua aman. Alright. Oke, kali ini gue bakal main Genshin dan di sini itu tujuan gue adalah menyelesaikan quest di mana Archon questnya ini baru mulai lagi nih. Tapi sepertinya belum bisa dimulai karena ada quest yang harus diselesaikan terlebih dahulu, yaitu ini. Catherine. Catherine. Kita harus ngomong sama Catherine dulu buat melanjutkan Archon quest dan story questnya. Kita suara gamenya kedengeran nggak? Nggak ada ya? Bentar. Kalau gitu sebentar, kayak suara gamenya belum belum gue nyalain. Hold on ya, tunggu sebentar. Hmm, apa ini yang gue matiin biar gamenya mati? Ini kah? Nah, sound setting, sound capture. Ini nyalain. Oke, Kak Genshin se. Kelihatan dah desktopnya. Oke, kita teleport kembali ke Sumeru City. Hai Catherine. Halo Catherine. Ad Astra Abyssasku. Selamat datang di Guild Adventurer. Hai Catherine. Kita sapa-sapaan dulu sama Catherine. Saya kalau ada problem apa-apa coba tolong di chat ya. Atau suara mungkin kepelanan, atau suara kencengan, atau ya any problem, tolong tell me, please tell me. Ini sih bukan story sih, jadi gue skip aja ya. Bukan Archon. Selama kita, nah kira balik ke Archon. Ini dia. Catherine.
별과 심연을 향해
Oh
또
iya, gue
만났네.
lupa, gue masih pakai bahasa Korea.
캐서린,
Harus gue
오늘
ganti dulu.
뭔가 괜찮은 의뢰 없어?
Aduh,
의뢰라? 뭐가 있을까?
kita nyari komisi.
이렇게 하자. 오늘 오후에 아카데미아 학술성과
Attend
공유회에서
Academia
사랑시를
Academic Symposium.
뭐라고?
낭송이 끝나고 사진기로
무슨 그런 의뢰가 다 있어?
Apa?
그래? 이 의뢰는
그래?
그럼 오르모스 항구로 가서
그건 또 무슨 소리야?
맞아. 그 용병들의 반응이 정말 재밌을 것 같네.
혹시 이런 의뢰는 누가 했는지 물어봐도 돼?
의뢰인? 실은 너희들이 이런 일을 하는 걸 보고 싶었을 뿐이야.
Ah, dia bukan Catherine. Hahaha, dia adalah Dendro Archon
들켜버렸네.
menyamar menjadi
너희들이 정말
Catherine.
의뢰를 받아줬으면 했어. 인간을 관찰할 좋은 기회잖아.
Curang banget ya, dia punya kekuatan kayak si siapa namanya?
어쩐지 캐서린은 이런
kayak
이상한 장난을 칠 사람이 아닌데
Wanda.
언제부터 캐서린 의식에 들어간 거야?
Dia punya kekuatan
별과 심연을
mengendalikan tubuh
향해라고 말했을
orang lain.
때부터? 그럼 처음
Tapi kalau di Doctor Strange tuh dia ngendalin tubuhnya
벌써
sendiri sih,
다신
tapi
거야?
beda universe.
너희들과 헤어진 뒤로 계속 깊은 잠에 빠졌었어. 엄청 긴 꿈도 꿨지.
Mimpi apa dia?
화신탄신 축제에 대한 꿈이었어. 그래도 이 꿈속에 나
페스티벌.
그리고 난 거대한 꽃마차도 탔어. 꽃의 기사 파리스. 나이다. 원래 화신탄신 축제는 네 꿈처럼 보냈어야 했어.
Udah aneh sih denger bahasa Korea.
즐겁게 네
Gue harus
생일을
ganti dulu
축하하면서
nanti.
말이야. 즐거운 꿈에 대해 이야기하고
Lagi denger suara
있었는데
Nahida di
왜
badan
그런
Catherine
표정들을
gini.
짓는 거야? 아니야. 동정이라고 하면 더 짠하잖아. 너만 슬프지
Paimon mau
않다면
dibahas
그걸로
apapun
충분해.
selalu aja. Suaranya sangat-sangat
그나저나
mengganggu.
분열의자들을 보러 간 적 있어? 어떻게 지내고 있어? 호마연이 감옥... 응. 깨어나자마자 찾아갔는데 쉬고 있더라고. 병세가 많이 안정되었지만 비늘병은 인간의 몸에 나타난 죽음의 땅과 같아서 세계수가 메말라가는 문제를 해결해야만 근본적으로 치료할 수... 하지만 맞아. 응. 맞는 말이야.
Right, saatnya mengganti language-nya dan memulai chapter 3 act 3 untuk Archon quest-nya. Setting count language ini Indonesia kali ya. Nggak apalah Inggris aja biar gue bisa ngerandom sendiri nanti ngertiinnya. Ya ikutan tersendiri. Oke. Kok Japanese? Tadi bukan English. Oke. Let's go. Continue. Mana questnya? Kok nggak ada ininya? Nah. Continue talking to Nahida.
Let's continue our chat here.
Nah kan lebih enak suaranya
Okay.
tuh.
So do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Dia mau mengetahui pikiran kita mengenai apa ya? Mengenai apa ini? Key figure academia causes student to infiltrate. Oh, oke.
I've already tried that. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Have you already caught the sage's attack? I'm guessing not yet. But distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Pikiran mereka terlalu strong. Paling bawah aja.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, after all,
Ya udah berarti muridnya.
no way, that's too risky.
Ya udah nggak usah kalau gitu, balik aja pulang. Kalau semuanya nggak bisa.
No, it's not. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
Yeay, Paimon seneng. Sama, kosong. Pulang aja.
Really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. According to a popular theory from the Vahumana
Vahumana
Darshan of the
Darshan.
Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a... Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously. Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to... You're saying we should recruit a spy?
Mata-mata.
That does sound like it could work. Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Al-Haytham.
Al-Haytham.
like he
Gue lupa
acts
siapa
alone,
dia yang
and he likes
cowok
doing stuff behind the Academia's back.
rambut putih
They
ya.
probably aren't in cahoots. Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female
Setaria.
scholar named Setaria?
Tidak.
Setaria.
Udah lama gak main Archon Quest.
Remembers now? Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated
Absen lagi, udah boleh.
You
Siapa
could
yang
even
ada
say
di
we're
sini?
old enemies by now.
Halo, kabar-kabar aja. Coba dong, chat siapa aja.
Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
Oh dia.
I've always liked observing. She was born in the desert. Paimon
yang ada
didn't know
di-
she was
oke,
from
oke.
the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries. The name Setaria means star. When she lived in
Setaria
the desert,
Star.
she shone like the brightest star in the night sky.
Wih,
Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star soon after, the star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and clothed from the sun. But she doesn't. Indeed,
halo,
when they are
yang baru
presented
datang,
with
boleh.
complex moral
Siapa
issues,
nih?
many people will simply. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore. Right. That way, not from my past observations, Setaria will take a day off from the Academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her.
Wih,
That'll be our chance.
bisa
To
pas
prepare,
gitu.
let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a.
Udah sebulan gak nge-Archon Quest. Besoknya pas banget dia lagi ke pasar. Oke, gue mau nanya nih, tim gue ada yang ngasih saran gak mau tim apa isinya? Gue sebenarnya bingung juga nih, kebanyakan karakter ya. Pengen coba pakai ini dulu sekarang. Air kali, jangan air. Udah petir S. Ya udah, apa? Iya.
Good eye.
Nggak perlu ngehil. Udah jongli. Gue masih nggak percaya loh, Sumeru keren banget beneran. Berasa kayak di alam beneran kotanya. Damn.
This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
Setaria.
No talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of
Nabia.
wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Do you know the way?
Huh?
Nabia.
Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Of course.
Wih, kucing.
It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of
Harut,
you.
marut.
Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Oh.
Only mocking the god of Animo,
Yes.
questioning the lord of Geo's financial
Yes.
savviness, and brawling with the god
Yes.
of Electro.
Also, yes.
Do those count?
Oops.
Hmm?
Hold on.
Nothing.
Spill
Go
skin.
on. Pick an aspect for her to divine.
Jangan deh, kasihan. Nanti boleh deh kita pakai di look. Tapi sebenarnya di look tuh
No
gimana ya?
problem at all.
Terlalu basic nggak sih skillnya? Tidak
Oh.
terlalu entertaining menurut gue ya.
The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed.
Mending Hutau. Semakin kecil darahnya bisa
Your life shall
makin gede
continue
damage-nya.
on for
Tens of thousand years, hah?
many
Wih, keren.
tens of thousands of years. Impossible. Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never.
Actually, Paimon
Yeah.
thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial
Hai,
matrix
siapa?
is
Laura Bodwick.
suboptimal.
Sorry
As
kalau
such,
salah
there
nyebut
will
ya.
be no charge.
Is that so? Well,
Ini yang baru
that
datang,
can't
gue
be
lagi
helped.
mainin Genshin buat nyelesain Archon Quest Chapter 3
If
Act
you were
3.
to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse
Ayo,
the
yang mana Harut,
wheels
yang
of
mana Marut,
fate.
ayo. Gue aja nggak tahu. Kalau dari kiri kanan mungkin yang Harut tuh yang kiri ya. Mungkin Harut Marut itu artinya hitam. Oh, hello? OBS. Oh, gue pikir OBS-nya nge-crash. dia nge-freeze loh tadi. Kaget tuh. Alright. Kelewat di bawah dia. Akim siapa tuh namanya?
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It belongs to a king.
Akim.
His father
Akim.
helped Sataria
Akim.
a lot when she first moved to Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking,
Ah, dear customers.
Ha.
Would you like to look at some pottery?
Well, we
Pottery.
caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild?
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. After that,
that's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
Yeah, that's always nice.
So is your father still work?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof.
I see. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at...
No problem.
Right. Resin gue berapa sih? Kayaknya masih banyak. Aduh, full. Kalau gitu kita lawan ini dulu kali ya. Apa kek? Bos dulu bentar. Right, kita mau naikin apa? Karakter. Gue baru udah lama nggak buka. Ini sampai lupa kalau itu penuh. Yang level 80 tuh Sangonomiya Kokumi perlu 20, that's a lot. Kokumi kali ya, boleh lah ya. Healing Supremacy. Kita ke lawan bos dulu deh, nggak apa ya, bentar buat ini ngurangin resin dulu, lumayan. Oke. Target menaikkan Kokomi. Pakai di look, oke kita pakai di look buat lawan si Hydro Box, Hydro Cube. Siapa namanya? Oh, siapa lupa. Nama-nama cube-cube-nya unik-unik yang gue inget. Oke. Kita ganti tim. Karena kita lawannya Hydro, Cryo adalah pilihan terbaik. Dan juga ini. Sip.
I await your instruction.
Apa 3 DPS. Nah kita cuma pengen ngelawan bos doang. Wah. Sebenarnya ada 2 jalur ya buat kita ngelawan apa namanya Hydro Cube kan. Ya ampun, kenapa sayapnya ini sih? Gak nyambung banget. Ini aja. Ya ini aja nggak apa-apa. Coba ada glider khusus di loop gitu. Soalnya skinnya udah cakep banget nih. Sayang banget nggak ada glider yang pas gitu sama artefaknya, lupa. Hydro damage bonus. Hydro pyro. Oh my god. Crit damage. Crit damage, crit rate, crit damage 26, crit. Yaudah ini aja deh. Hutaunya kita ganti. Sama Benny. Mana Benny? Bene.
Gonna
Mantap.
be epic.
It's gonna be epic. Satunya lagi nih aja deh.
All right.
Tapi lawannya Hydro ya? Jangan dong. Maksudnya kayak ini Hydro, ntar malah anginnya berubah jadi Hydro swirlnya. Ada ide nggak guys? Pakai siapa? Kayak ini deh. Buat ngalahin itunya aja
What are my
ujung-ujung.
orders?
Slime-nya. Shoo. Selama kita di sini, karena kita mau farming lagi, taruh ini. Terus ya, belum bikin lagi. Ya enggak apa-apa lah.
Stabilize.
Teamwork is strength.
Ways to the wicked.
Wah. Ya, kurang satu gitu. Healnya kita ambil. Satu lagi, mana slime-nya? Cuma satu.
We're way behind schedule.
Solidify.
Ya, dia apa ini? Yang mana ini? Oh, yang ini. Easy.
Ways to the wicked.
Oke, yang terakhir tinggal pakai Ganyu. Kita panah-panah aja. Nggak kena. Terakhir and boom.
Next on the agenda.
Wih, dapat 3. Mantap. Terus siapa lagi yang perlu di level upin? Saudara Jen udah. Belum. Mana? Nope. Males lawan Oceanid. Bintang 4 yang harus di 90 harusnya sih Bennett sama ini ya, sama Shinchu ya. Kita Bennett naikin 90 deh, Bennett deh. Oh, Bennett udah. Bisa, gua lupa guys.
Ow.
Naikin nggak ya? Nggak, kita simpen buat Nilo aja, buat Nilo. Gue tuh pengen narik Nilo. Ini OBS-nya mati apa sih? Oh enggak, kirain OBS-nya crash loh. Ini previewnya nge-freeze. Ini udah max. Kayaknya nggak ada deh. Mending kita farming buat si Nilo aja kali. Nilo apa sih farming materialnya? Ini bukan. Kita lawan aja deh. Urutnya. Ada skin deluxe, skin paling bagus di sini. Dia ada skin bintang 5 pertama kan ya harusnya. Ingat gua lupa deh, tapi harusnya ya kan. Skin B5 pertama. Nah, kalau ini awalnya enggak apa-apa pakai apa tadi namanya? Ini enggak apa-apa. Karena kalau nggak salah bos ini suka munculin jamur-jamur yang lain ya. Kita lawan musuhnya.
Gather.
Everybody stand.
One with nature.
Energinya mana? Kurang, ampun. Sedih banget.
Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me.
I will have order.
Ya.
Ways to the wicked.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Au. terpental di terakhir. Ambil. Oh ya, Anda udah pada lihat bos barunya belum? Bos barunya. Dia harus pakai elektro kalau nggak salah kita deh, buat menghilangkan apa itu, atau shield atau apa. Gue baru ngelawan 2 kali. Bukan Milo, Bang Ripki. Itu namanya Milo pakai N. Kayak sungai Nil.
Something's come up.
Tuturu. Alright, let's go. Boss fight. Here we go, boss fight. Lihat, dia ada teknologi cloaking device, maksudnya teknologi cloaking gitu, bisa invisible deh. Keluarkan shield.
Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
This is order.
Wah,
Solidify.
salah sih, harusnya jangan pakai ini. Terlalu lambat matinya.
Incoming. Hey.
Nah, itu harus pakai elektro tadi itu.
I waste to the wicked.
Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
Karamush berapa? Bentar, sorry itu nggak kebaca.
Order guide.
Terdis. Gua bakal coba baca.
Everybody stand back.
Dodge. Break forth.
Oh, mana dia? Hilang.
Hey.
Pakai apa ini? Ngalah ini? Elektro kan, bener? Oke,
This is order.
mantap.
Stabilize.
Demen banget gue sama suaranya kalau bosnya itu KO kayak cing. Keren banget. Skaramus pasti bakal playable kan, harusnya udah ada kalau gue baca leaknya. Tapi ada no end. Hopefully 3334 lah. Tapi kalau nggak salah Skaramus game playable-nya bukan Skaramus, playable name-nya namanya bukan Skaramus kan? Apa ya? Bukan Traveler, mirip Traveler gitu. Wow. Tapi menarik sih, jadi unik gitu. Karakternya beda sendiri deh. Namanya. Lupa. Tapi ya, kalau gua sih waifu kolektor nggak ya? Lah ya. Kita mau collect waifunya aja. Terus kepengen loh narik si siapa Saino, tapi Saino tuh Nilo tuh kayaknya lebih menarik nggak sih game ininya, gameplaynya kayaknya dia bakal jadi yang gue denger ya, kemungkinan juga bakal kita coba trial dari sini nih, yang gue lihat harusnya kalau bisa sampai trial Nilo.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia, so she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
I need to drink.
Sorry, I don't quite remember. If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships
Tumben.
going in and out of the port.
Oh, dia bukan orang Liu.
I came to Sumeru to study,
Gede di Liu.
but failed to make it. But
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
that's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
Naikin dulu.
I
ke
see.
atas.
Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Shishan.
Thank you so much.
Shishan.
As long as I can make it into the
Berarti dia emang dari
academia as an
Liwe.
official
Shishan dari Liwe.
So, was. Sataria, I remember that although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate.
Oh, although she knows she should return home.
Well, the Scarlet King is long gone. And Sataria is also too. If we simply. But.
So,
Yep. But as long as every.
so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck? But
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you
Wow.
once I possess them.
Bisa gitu
that
ya.
is pretty convenient.
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always
I'll
been...
try my
If
best.
it was at all possible.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it.
Alright.
Shoot. Oke. Pengen pakai yang lain. Ini aja yang tadi nggak apa-apa deh timnya.
All right, let's head off.
Alright, let's head off. Kita harus nunggu sampai jam berapa? 12:18 next the following afternoon, berarti besok siang. Oke. Selama itu kita tunggu apakah kita lanjut atau menyelesaikan beberapa quest. Berarti kita harus menyelesaikan ini dulu ya. Quest yang gue kerjakan ada daily commission yang gue kerjakan ada di Mondstadt. Kita kerjakan dulu sebentar. Ini yang harus kita kelarin pertama untuk ketika menjalankan Genshin, tapi ini yang gue lupakan. Kacau ya. Who tahu? Talk to Sarah at Good Hunter. Enggak, kita mau ini dulu. Kok kameranya pindah ke situ sendiri?
Gather.
Ayo, hilangin. Ya ampun. Shieldnya. Reinforcement is coming.
Incoming.
Huh? Quest reputasi Sumeru belum bisa kebuka. belum bisa buka. Semoga nanti kalau ini kelar baru bisa buat. Soalnya explore Sumeru baru dikit banget. Kalau nggak salah total itu baru nggak nyampe 10%. Jadi tidak bisa. Paling minggu ini explore reputasi si Nazuma aja dulu. Ini bounty-nya. Kalau untuk yang quest reputasi paling di Mondstadt. Kalau nggak keburu ya. Belum sempat ini explore soalnya. Alright, next ini defeat opponent. Should be easy. Kayaknya level lupa gue naikin ya. Oh ya bener, lupa dinaikin. Bye bye slime. Bye bye slime. Aduh, enggak, gue yang mental dong. Ah. Overloadednya tidak jauh mentalnya. Overloaded. Oke, lawannya ada banyak sekali jebakan.
Solidify.
Meledak situ, kasih dia biar meledak semua. Terakhir ini overloaded, habis mereka. Alright, next. Pakai ini. Energi habis, tidak ada. Terakhir,
The wind knows me.
Kita jadi Gojek GoFood dulu ya sebentar. Jadi GoFood, kita ngirim barang, ngirim makanan. Cucu. Order for delivery. Burung. Burungnya terbang. Orlin di Springvale.
One with nature.
Kurang cepat. Harus berenang. Enggak berenang. Nice. Oke, karena mereka musuhnya api semua, kita pakai ini aja.
Gather.
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
Mental mulu mereka. Sip. Orlin, ini dia makanannya. Bayar dulu dong. Dapat apa kita? Oh, dapat itu. Bayarannya. Sama Sarah biasa kita dikasih makan ya kalau nggak salah. Kasih free food. Sarah akan diambil duit dari si Orlin. Wih, dapat crab ham apa itu? Juga mau masak deh. Ya perlu ini. Seadanya aja. Ya. Oh my god. Sangat-sangat memalukan. Perfect. One more. Oke, one more bisa, one more. One more lagi bisa? Oh, tidak bisa. Terus nambah attack sama crit rate, nambah crit rate sama crit damage ada di sini. Yang biru aja deh. Party member physical, attack, nih crit rate 10-20%. Ini harus dibikin. Tapi sebenarnya nggak perlu juga sih. Cuman kalau buat ngetes damage itu apa, crit rate itu yang paling penting. Sampai di atas 50, 70 kalau perlu mah. Kalau nggak nge-crit, critical damage harus 50 percuma tuh. Set sekali. Ya lanjut kita ke Sumeru karena daily commission sudah kelar. Apa misinya? Apa misinya ini? Like a triumphant hero, wait next day afternoon. Tuk-tik.
Time to go.
Kazuha. Wah, nggak ada yang kena. Apa? Nabia, I'm back. I have to drink. Haus.
Oh, here she comes. Satori is here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Quick transition. Ngumpet-ngumpet kita di bawah tangga. Itu kayak jurusnya si Ino ya?
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
Wih, kita jadi Nabia.
Are you still listening?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking.
Okay then. You just seem strange. Your cats seem I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Harut and Marut.
Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish
Paimon
my
lihat,
current project at work?
Paimon tuh.
I really just want to get it over with.
Masuk lagi dia.
I
Oh,
hear
enggak.
you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal
Arara tuh
the truth.
siapa? Si ini.
Um,
Si siapa namanya? Duh, lupa. Ingetin lagi dong, lupa kok. Siapa itu yang arah-arah?
The gods are asking, Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking of?
Sataria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia,
Oh, Aranara.
is there a specific god?
Aranara
who's
kayaknya
speaking
udah hampir semua sih. Tinggal beberapa doang. Kemarin malah
What
lebih
an
sering ngejalanin quest
inconsiderate
itu
and naive question.
daripada quest ini, Archon.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a... Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia.
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's
King
most
Dash
loyal
Red.
believer. Do you wish to refute his
Kayak komik
voice
Jepang
of
ya,
wisdom?
ada gininya tapi komik Jepang kan
no,
hiragana
no.
di atasnya.
As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his... I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Aranara. Wah, ngilang. Udah menghilang. Catherine sama Paimon.
Whoa, she just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset too. Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out
Suaranya
of
Nahida
nowhere
kenapa
and
kayak
berate
recorder
her,
ya?
that must have shaken her to the
Kayak dia
core.
ngomong lewat walkie-talkie.
Aw, Nahida.
Tadi lihat si
It
Nabia
seems
kebingungan.
like you
Bilang,
understand human emotions really well after all. All I know are some... Anyway, she's out of Keem's now. Right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
Oke, karena kita ngejalanin Archon Quest, kayak kita nggak perlu ini, kita perlu ini kali ya. Buat supaya glidingnya lebih cepat. Ini ngapain? Kok nggak ke... alright. Itu jurusnya Ino itu. Akim. Kita merasuki Akim.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work?
Ayo lo,
What kind of work were you looking for again?
Masonry.
Oh, right. Your old man's
Soalnya
craft.
dia
How
bikin
could I forget?
poteri. Saya tidak
Speaking
lupa.
of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
Walking.
Oh, that's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert. Yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akim, you don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this!
Yeah, me too.
You really zeroed in
Fanboy.
on the issue and put it right in front of her.
Yep.
It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Follow Setara,
Come
iya.
on! Sataria's already started talking.
So, Shishan, have you noticed, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Basement.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Ingat gua kemarin sebelum ini
Shishan,
story-nya
don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well.
festivalnya berulang berkali-kali. Time loop.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia, and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Lari.
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems. She can no longer justify everything to herself. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! What should we do? This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Pakai lagi
Mercenary,
jurusnya.
you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria,
You know my name?
Whoa.
the Scarlet King
Oops.
is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's
kalau gua
grasp
megang
on
mulut,
you will become, and the
ininya
deeper you will be ensnared.
trackernya
Child
error.
of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert
Okay.
that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding... I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plan. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes
Dah,
back.
balik aja balik.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt? That's not important. If you could provide...
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Yay!
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
Spill the
I was
beans.
just one of the designers for the masked
Kasih
dream
tahu
harvest
kita semua
scheme,
rahasianya
which is what
si
happened
Great
around the
Sage
Semuanya
ini.
festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
An outcast that even the sages are still wary
To
of.
fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
Hold on.
It should
Pengen
be
ngebenerin.
possible if we're willing to take some risks.
Pengen
After
senderan.
all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage,
Just good.
and I've been working
This
on
should be
many
good.
tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, I'm only suggesting that...
All right.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the one... Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted,
Yeay.
we've managed to bring Sataria to our side.
Kameranya
The
ketutupan sama
Traveler's
tangan. Lagi
execution
tepuk
was
tangan.
ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening... Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars? No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Oke. Waiting lagi besok jam 7. Shoo. Tuk tik 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 tuk tik. Dun. To be bye. Bentar ya guys, ini apa sih? Oke, let's continue. I'm sorry for the delay. Itu jam 7. Lah, suruh jam 7 besok lagi kan. Okay, back to it. Let's go.
Time to go.
Meet up with Nahida.
The wind knows me.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right? That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity. Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be, after all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's off? What do you feel is up? It's the middle of the night. Of course
jam
it's
7
quiet.
tadi.
You're not... No, I think she's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case. Huh. Maybe it's just I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little... Well, regardless.
Time to go.
Akademia, let's just teleport there. Bapara. Oh, nggak bisa. Oh,
One with nature.
wih ramai di sini.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Something seems sus.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last.
Who
And to a
are
rather
you?
spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am.
Wow.
Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Second of the 11 Fatui Harpingers. The
If you're
doll
looking for
soul.
your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on
Delusi dia
her
apa
person.
air?
Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals.
Wih,
Now
dihack.
they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people. Leave now. You need to get out of here. What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here. Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Wih.
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
He sounds old tuh. Siapa itu? The outcastnya. The god of wisdom.
This should be... is the Hida going to be okay? We only made it out because Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got and that even the sages are weary of him. Yep, yeah. Now that the doctor's in the picture, we're no. But what are the Fatui after this time? Yeah. Things would be a lot easier with Nahita's help. Nahita said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't. You mean?
Hi,
Oh,
Nari.
right. Even though he turned it down at the time, there's no time to lose.
Yo, ketemu Kole lagi, ketemu Kole. Sama Tainari, Tinari. Kenapa orang pada nyebutnya Tainari? Tapi harusnya Tinari ya, Tiknari, Tiknari. 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 Shoo. Go to Gandhara Field.
The wind knows me.
Yu tahu darahnya udah hampir nggak ada, tinggal 60. Kita bikin dia 1 darahnya.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right.
Oh, langsung diselamatkan ya
Take a
sama
look
Tiknari
around.
ini.
Core of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission
Ashwin.
rate.
The outcast? But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat.
You're up.
Yes, I'm up. Let's go.
Stabilize.
Incoming. Cut to the chase.
One with nature.
That's close enough.
Cross over.
It isn't over yet. Here comes reinforcements.
Reinforcement, you say? Where are they?
Into the wind.
Oh,
Hey. See?
habis.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite? Yeah, but this stuff. Going up against smart people is tough.
Kita melawan dokter.
Go.
The rainforest is the best place to live.
Tun turun tun 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 tun. Kole.
Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon. Where do you two? Kale, it's nice to see you again.
To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks. As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
Oh, Kale. Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk.
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia Forest a little.
He left? What? Isn't Tainari always same?
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari, oh no. I only found out that he left the to leave in such a Master Tainari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the. I know that before.
A research base. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI.
Yes. Let's quickly look for him. Please don't push yourself too hard. Take care of yourself.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tainari,
Got it. Will do.
Will do. Catherine-nya sedang sibuk, jadi kita lanjutkan di questnya yang lain. Ini dulu questnya. Mana ini questnya? Ini quest apa sih yang menghalangi ini? Quest story. Story-nya siapa? Story-nya si ini kan? Nilo. It's good to see you. I've got an urgent commission I'd like to discuss. The commissioner is a Mondstadt merchant who is currently in Auru village. He's hoping that a highly experienced adventurer can take his commission and confirm the status of his cepat banget ini, gua nggak bisa cepat baca. Yes, bakal jadi gampang. Komisinya gampang. Nyantuy. Ayo lanjutin. Lanjut. Belum bisa. Kirain langsung bisa. Ya adalah, kita kelarin dulu ke sini. Oh, ngomong lagi, tadi belum. Oh my god.
Traveler, you've come at a good time.
Wait, this sounds like another commission.
It is as you say. The commission this time around is of high importance.
Huh? What happened?
Not long ago, we received word that a
Avidia
section of the
forest.
Avidia forest seems
Contaminated?
I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that the Avidia forest inhabitants won't leave their... That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation.
Avidia
This is
forest.
forest business.
Ya, Tiknari. Tadi Archon questnya ke Tiknari, story questnya juga ke Tiknari. Jadi Tiknarinya nggak bisa ngelanjutin quest ini ya. Ya udah, kita ke Paradis ini dulu. Paradis nggak, bukan Paradis forest. Hai Catherine.
Wait, look who it is!
Catherine.
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion. Actually, it's very smart of the traveler to be wary of me right now. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky. Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy. Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your... Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people all right? When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still, luckily, I gave up also. The doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha. Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then, how do we stop him? He's still at the It feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work. Plus, the doctor's combat ability alone is apparent. We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI? Have you been waiting for us? Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't... Okay.
Tainari. Bakar. Kita ngurangin darahnya Hutau dulu sampai Oke, cukup. Oh, ini dia yang kita ketemu di awal-awal masuk Sumeru. Iya, Sumeru.
Traveler?
It is you!
The voice! It's Hypatia!
What a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this? She's a scholar we met in the Avidia forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the... what's it called? Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time.
Hypatia? Wait, No. Did you already finish your training and reach Pariporna life?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make...
You did it? Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last! When my consciousness made contact with the gods. What is...
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Actually, please wait. Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish...
You can do that? I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try...
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneo with me.
We're using the...
All right now.
Ah, dari mana itu
Hold my
muncul?
hand. I'll help.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready. Kita masuk ke dimensi lain lagi. Dunia lain. Dunia mimpi.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand.
Ini pindah di sini.
The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god.
Ini saha Skaramush ini.
My mother.
Skaramush ini ya?
Valuing strength above all. She saw no worth in me and I was discarded.
Damn, harsh.
The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest.
Oh no. Oh no.
Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me.
Siapa itu Hi?
Humans, they can't be trusted.
Oh, manusia.
And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
Wih, rambutnya makin panjang. Kaget ya.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladeer's memories? Everything matches what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great.
You understand now? I'm afraid this is no Pariporna life, but rather...
You! Why are you so... I found divine wisdom.
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait, have I already lost my mind?
Oof. Think you did.
Wait, something isn't right.
Orang-orangnya pergi, pada hilang semua. Enggak. Oh enggak, dia dikejar sama orang-orang. Lari, 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 lari. Wow. Oh. Oh. Iya. Aduh. Tunggu. Wait, wah. Kok dia nggak pakai kekuatannya gitu? Biar nggak ketahuan sih ya. Terus Catherine-nya gimana? Wih. Wow. Wow. Yoi, kalau sekarang mus playable, nggak ada musuh yang bisa kita ngalahin kita kayaknya. Damn.
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no.
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while.
Oh.
It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body? Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of stars..."
Oh no! Nahida's trapped. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But she isn't with us anymore.
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this...
Yes.
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your sides.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the...
Then all I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
Yeah.
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardes Dii and began searching for a way to return her to her. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile. Now that you
game ini
mention
makin lama makin seram
I
ya.
knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. The doctor And the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. But then, what is the
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over everything.
I'll stay here for now. If
Yay,
you're planning to go
padang
into the
pasir.
desert, come find me here
I'm so
if there's
happy nggak ada
anything else
apa-apa
I
di
can do to
sana.
help.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better.
Should be kayaknya padang pasir hal yang paling membosankan kali. Sepi banget di sini kayaknya. Tuh, lihat mapnya ini. Kosong banget, gak ada apa-apa. Ya TP kemana sini tuh sini lah ya. Karavan. Hey, riggingnya nggak terdetek lagi. What the heck?
Finally made it to Caravan Rebat. It's so... Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Enough gawking.
Yay,
Come on,
Alhaitham.
follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Time to go.
Lari.
Went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What should I sell after I'm done with this batch?
Nah, kelebihan.
What the? Where did she go? How did we lose her?
Oh, kita
Eremite mercenaries?
diikutin.
Who are they working for this time?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Thank you, Alhaitham.
There's no need to thank me.
Alhaitham.
I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I...
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia?
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. I can't... However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia, don't you...
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still everyone says that, which brings me back. The leader of Ainul Ahmar used the divine knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something.
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail.
So that's your answer. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information. No matter.
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village.
It's always better.
Alright, let's go. Continue. Aru Village.
Don't blink.
Remit. Heck ya. Ini kemana ini?
Incoming. Hey!
One with nature.
Nice.
That's everything. On to the next.
Ya ampun. Kenapa kita nggak teleport aja ya? Udah kita buka teleporternya.
Before us lie.
Whoa.
What? Halo, game? Oh, kirain nge-crash. Sino. Wih, Spider-Man.
Sino.
Pedang-pedang
Unless
mereka
my memory
senjata-senjata
fails
merah.
me,
Eh,
we have
senjata-senjata.
barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the academy.
Oh, Hatham.
Senjata-senjata mereka
Do not
bagus-bagus.
think you can
Kita double
escape
blade
my
dong.
judgment.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your...
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Huh?
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist.
Seemed to me more like your own personal...
Who is that, Al-Haytham?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino. Head of all the Matra at the Academia.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking it. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge...
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Hyman doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escaped.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What and why, as General Mahamatra, as far as I'm aware, have you been given a mission that's... Let's say, if I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
I should have known you'd be difficult to...
You two? Ugh. What should we do, Traveler?
Well, look at
Dia,
you two, acting
Dia.
all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these
Yes,
grounds.
Queen, let's go. Kapan sih dia bisa di-pull?
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoosh.
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong! Is this a sandstorm?
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Laila,
All of
Laila.
you, over here, quickly!
Candice.
We have to take cover.
Laila warna biru juga.
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong! What?
That sounded like Candace.
Come
Candace.
on, you two.
Candace.
Jeez, are all of you academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop.
Oh, lambangnya gitu keren juga ya, lambang visionnya. Ini lambang vision nggak sih? Atau lambang lambang negara? Lambang negara, bendera. Hmm.
Well, hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace. Protect-
Our savior has come at last! Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere... If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof,
Yo.
I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh,
Hmm.
on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining. While Alhaitham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather,
Huh?
a little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request. But I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit. The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than the vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold. They are meaningless to the Academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the Academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, I will never give up on this investigation. There's no...
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Sino, if that's your story, then what?
When I was investigating the matter in the Academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the divine knowledge caps.
Yes. I was...
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation, and I've been less
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear, so it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about...
Even though I ran, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize if that's... I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied.
Aduh, gue juga ngerasa kemarin waktu si
After
Alhaitham
all,
ngambil itu adalah
curiosity often proves to be the
the
most
best
dangerous
decision.
thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion.
Kalau Alhaitham masih sama Sage-nya kan dia bisa langsung aja ngasih itu knowledge capsule ke dia, ke Sage-nya.
Answer
Ngapain
me
dia pegang
this.
sampai sekarang?
Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
Yeay.
As you wish.
Karakter bintang 4 memang yang terbaik.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well,
Pendek banget
I will admit that definitely sounds like your
Kayak lain ngomong
style.
10 menit dia cuma semenit.
In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Whoa! What was that sound?
Macan.
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick... Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
Yo. Candice ini beneran bintang 4, ha? Kok gak yakin ya?
The winds died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright?
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go.
Yuk, keluar. Mana pintu keluarnya? Kiri. Let's go. Kita selamatin Candice. Nah, Candice. Tun. Oh, serigala itu. Aduh, kalau pakai hutau mati dong hutaunya. Sekarat. Oh, udah kelar.
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated.
Here comes another one!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Main in action.
Pyro.
I'll be sure to put on a good show.
Dia bakal jadi Pyro. Let's go. Pyro Queen.
Solidify! into the wind.
Don't blink! With sword comes shadow.
As one with wind and cloud.
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up? Go!
And we're done.
The creature stopped appearing. Was that the last of him?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we...
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Siapa ini? Kepala desanya.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls him.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time.
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars, exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of...
Alas, that's but no one...
I've had encounters with those people.
The mantra...
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you. Regardless of my position.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino?
I'll be grateful for the assistance. Let's start by finding a spot to...
Yep, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Phew. Incoming. Hey!
Cia. 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 Kita salah jalan.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same thing. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that the academia, when initially, Aru village was struck by the suddenly, he noticed him despite the powerful after that.
A soft green light? A mad... Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their...
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that...
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears... So, what do you make of the story? Really?
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current the academia has always... In addition, I've never heard any stories about
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals. So
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the...
That look in your eyes. How can this be?
Okay, dadah,
Our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put, but easier said.
Excuse me, are you here to help?
Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isa.
Is your grandpa Matt?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that?
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you...
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor.
Whoa. Hatham wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp sense.
Sorry. I was only listening in cause...
All right.
Ketemukan Dis lagi di mana dia di atas sini kah? Dalam chief house-nya.
Sino is super.
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, one summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa said... So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again. Only it's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy. Isak was thrilled that...
All this
Perhaps. It's also my...
Ya, paling itu Nahida.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Isak keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more...
Alright, let's go find Isak's grandpa. Fake grandpa. Alright.
Hey, Isak!
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you guys!
Yep, oops.
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really?
Alright.
Woo! Chapter 3 Act 4 started harusnya kan. Ada berapa chapter ini? Ada berapa act? Kazkan, apakah kamu melihat kakeknya Isa?
You mean the village keepers? When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots.
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay, no clue from him. What about you, Shani? Do you have any info
The scholars
about
that have gone missing.
that have gone missing?
Have you seen?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past.
Do you also think Grandpa and...
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice... He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened... It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that?
It's Nahida.
Well, whatever the case,
I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to.
Gotcha!
Jabari.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently?
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. That might explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you.
It was nothing. Hey, you're looking.
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you.
Jabari seems
I've known you
nice.
since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel...
Wow, what?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Let's head over there. Stay.
Okay.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our fate.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon.
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization. And isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared?
Huh. No.
Exactly. Those city folk.
Now, repeat everything you've just said for...
Huh? Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for...
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that the...
Hey, go on.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? Delavar also...
Is that...
Seems like he still wants to...
Got it! At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace. Just please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty...
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike...
Where is this radical...
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village.
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. So you'd best just stay home. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this.
Yes, got...
Okay. Let's solve now.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh.
I heard.
Sorry.
It's part of being a mach. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong... Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there.
Let's go.
Don't blink.
Grandpa,
Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. Well, this is where Grandpa...
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I...
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave a...
So, you know...
Huh? You know him too?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can...
Wait, surely Tainari didn't...
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest.
Let's split up, kita cari ya sennya ini dari mana. Look for clues nearby. There is some mushroom here. Observe candle. Good. Observe 10. Apalagi yang harus kita observe? Isak. Oh. Footprints. Ada apa lagi di sini? Footprints. Footprintsnya ke sini, ke situ, ke situ. Oke. A bit tired, guys.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the trace from the size and shape, the scent is quite faint.
But who would come...
We'd have to ask whoever lured him.
Huh? So you can lure some... Hey! What's...
Exactly. Even deep within the
No. So someone's taking advantage? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance...
It's highly...
Please, you have to save my grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better...
Let's head to our...
Yap, ayo gitu yuk. Nih, sekarang lama banget, udah 2 jam. Kayak baru progres 1 act. Act. 1 act.
Go!
Yung... Apa ini kita kesini? Kita masuk sini.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
I'll hate them.
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you.
Did you find out anything useful?
Dia diluru
I
dengan
see.
makanan.
So...
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So...
If it was any other, didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern?
If Paimon remembers correctly, The leader of the radicals is some guy.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia! You're amazing! You really know this.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
What?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also... Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions. Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Re-
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Tu 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 tu. Do 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 do.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time.
I know what you mean. I had the same. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized. The Wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorm. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The Academia, geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
No.
Hey, Tia.
No, not at all. This place, besides, we're...
Yep, we gotta...
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so our mission started the moment we arrived. Let's go check out the tavern.
Ada dia, ada Nilo, Nahida, siapa lagi? Apa cewek lagi yang lain di sini ya? Bintang 5. Kalau cowok kan ada Al-Haytham, Sino, Scaramouche, maybe. Dia lupa gue sebut. Udah deh. Wah, biarin lah. Nasir.
Just our luck.
You mean, you don't see...
Tia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki?
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello! I'm Zaki. Dia's,
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to...
Yes, how can...
Go!
Huh? Go! Yeah.
Are we there yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on.
Damn.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept it close. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also...
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I'm a noob.
And you left...
So you and Delavar have been partners all...
But you got one thing right. We're all...
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samuel...
Delavar. And Enger, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary.
Dia, I thought that you...
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch...
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone...
Enough talking! Get him!
Easy.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Yep. Let's teach them a lesson.
New punishment. Run with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Udah.
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real... That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just used... That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because...
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Damn. That must be a hard
That
sweet
should be
pick.
all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in...
No task can be done without preparation.
Oh, but instead of catching them right...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple...
Oh!
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Enger and alcohol...
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar. That's what you wanted to ask.
Wait, so he's a radical...
No, he isn't.
What?
Ah, you're too...
So...
Hmm?
About how
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia? Do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon.
Good to know.
I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devote. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would... I've begun to realize that the sages are behind it, but I see through...
Dia...
Anyway... This should be all of them. All right.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her. She's been guarding Aru village for quite...
While I'm questioning them, why don't you...
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, traveler.
Yay, more waiting.
As for these...
Dung dung dung.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time. Well, no.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight out.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. Us mercs on the.
Well, Paimon.
Really?
Oh, Sino's here.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation.
Oh, you mean you taught
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, please, don't beat us anymore.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal.
Mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Like a war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not—
we understand. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the—
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return,
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Oh, this game is
Wait,
really
I'm telling the
scary.
truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
Yeah.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going.
Uncle Anpu.
Huh?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery... Some time ago, people from the academia... It strikes me now
The
that...
doctor?
Which means it's highly likely that the academia... they were...
Not the academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the...
People are nothing but... Regardless.
You're right.
Time to go.
Yes.
You got it.
All right.
Let's meet back here.
And chapter clear? Belum. When will the chapter be done? Gila, lama banget chapternya. I'll hit them.
Food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here.
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly... Hey, what's with the...
You never think things through before asking questions.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, anyway, you plan to leave Aru Village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided...
All Hatham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe...
To be honest, not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information.
Huh? Right?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But...
What does that mean?
how do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single...
You mean, some of them...
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, remember what Candace said. Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop.
Yeah, dear.
In fact, she's been... The reason being, to someone who only wants to...
Those eyes.
Don't change this.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I...
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then, why would...
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to her.
I'll pass on that. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out.
We're on it!
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier...
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure...
Huh? What do you mean?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the... Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask, do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come.
Oh, Hatham told us you have your reasons. It's okay.
The fact is that I'm only one. Some believe in the dendro.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just...
Yeah. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people, and then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't...
You can tell them.
All right. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes... Perhaps. I'm not sure. It used to be louder and more frequent.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard spot. Because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that...
There's really nothing around these parts.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Oh, let's go. It's quite far hospital. Oh, di situ di hospitalnya. Dar al-Shifa.
Gather!
Speed of light!
The wind knows me.
See?
I will have order. Solidify!
Hey!
Clouds high. The bird...
Time to go! They were easier to deal. Super strong bandits? He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Dendro.
Let's go in and take a... Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then... I'm taking a break.
And just like that, what are you reading?
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So...
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey! Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon... And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated. Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is.
Orang nangis.
It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below. Something is off about the interior here.
It's a trapdoor.
As I thought.
Whoa. It's like they... Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around.
Yep, let's go exploring. Let's keep exploring. Kenapa kita keluar lagi? Kan kita mau ke dalam. Okay, so I need to get myself a dendro character, which means bye bye Kazuha and hello
This
traveler.
world is full of unsolved.
That's close enough.
Scatter! Incoming! Ah! Nowhere to hide.
Jatuh nggak dia? Oh jatuh nih. Nggak aman.
Speed of light.
Stabilize.
Incoming. Propagate. Don't blink.
Take my This is order.
Cut to the chase. Scatter. Speed of light. Is it?
Ya lupa pakai shield ya. Aduh. Aduh. Pada sekarat semua.
Incoming. Propagate. Go. Speed of light. Hey.
Satu lagi di mana? Oh itu dia kah? Bukan di sini kalau gitu di mana? Sepertinya dia ada di tengah-tengah. Oh sini kah? Apa ini? Zhongli. Wow.
Order guide you.
Nowhere to hide.
Stabilize.
Propagate. You give, you receive.
Kita bisa naik nggak ini dari sini? Nggak bisa kayaknya. Teleport lagi ya. Teleport aja deh. Atau kita ikutin dulu jalannya sampai bawah ya.
Solidify.
With sword comes shadow.
Ini kenapa nggak bisa? Hah? Ini kenapa itu?
That's everything.
Halo, Hilicur. Yalah, dari situ. Sebenarnya dia sedang tidur. Ini tempat apa lagi nih? Tiba-tiba jatuh ke bawah dan kita nyangkut di bawah, nggak bisa naik ke atas. Ayo kita ke bawah lagi. Ada bam. Kenapa Anda mau melawan? Iya. Ops, nggak kepencet shieldnya. Kita ulti aja. Langsung double attack with and complete.
That's everything. On to the next.
Kalah jengking, banyak kalah jengking. Hai kalah jengking. Dah habis. Primi. Nice. Wih, kelihatan bolongannya di situ. Nah, gini aja. Cepet. Ada kalah jengking lagi. Ada banyak. Mana dagingnya? Nih, ada 1, 2, 3, 9. Oh, kenapa ini? Nggak kedetek kah? Dari kapan nih? Nggak kedetek. Oh, sorry guys. Ya ampun. Okay, we're outside. Pickaxe. Oh, itu bukan pickaxe ini. Ini pickaxe tahu. Bukan pacul. Escape from the hospital. Okay, so we're back to the mission. Entah kenapa tadi gue turun ke bawah situ, tapi ternyata tidak ada gunanya turun di bawah ya. Alright. Back to the running game, back to the running game, back to the running game. Two barrel roll. Ya, nyangkut. Oke, all good. We are fine. Oh, itu yang terakhir ada di sana. Ini yang terakhir. Let's go battle.
Solidify. This is order.
Easy. Alright, let's continue. Let's go. Banyak sekali note-nya. Tunggu, ini tadi hari apa aja? Ya ampun. Minty bean soup. Mungkin ini kode, perlu nggak sih? I don't know. Let's just ignore it for now. Kita turun aja, langsung ikutin kemana. Ada banyak sekali sparkly thing.
Look, there's someone over there.
Itukah kakeknya? Halo, Isaac's grandpa twins.
Wait.
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he
Oh, enggak deh, bukan kayak kakek.
Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the.
He's a scholar too? Is he
No. And Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry. The symptoms are identical.
Huh?
Allow me to jog your memory. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh. Orang yang dipakai kena divine knowledge itu ya.
Oh!
Correct. The academia, it isn't difficult to deduce the rat. First, these rumors were all the persuasion, as well as be life for the dead. Many would, even if complications are the notion of an act.
Oh, that makes, but there's...
Throughout this, first, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were... An exile is still, if you can't find...
Resource?
One possibility is that the information in their brain...
Extracted?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academy, perhaps the process
So, the human brain...
I'm the Academia scrum. Anyway, judging by Razak, or perhaps his curiosity...
Paimon's a little...
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some however, the Academia is going... I've spent...
You mean you're not even...
All scholars seek to expand the... Extracting information...
Sounds like you're really...
Of course. The whether it be academics or not, this matter...
Wait! Didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor...
Not to be callous, but no. There is no shortage of suffering and some...
Probably not. Paimon's not...
You can say that. The divine knowledge capsule...
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
Though I must say, uniqueness is also an asset.
Wow.
I'm just a more He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step.
Kita balik ke Aru Village lagi. Balik lagi ke Aru Village. Inazuma Village. Inazuma Sumeru Desert Village. Balik ke tempatnya. Village Chief's House.
We're back.
Kita balik. Kita sudah balik.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
Oops, sorry. Thank you, Candice.
What's the situation?
Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Never...
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation yet.
Yeah.
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is... interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Ma? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take... Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, Wouldn't you, if you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have every so often comes on Yagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough.
The Akasha is capable of The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered.
It predicted my...
The academia has been watching you longer.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he... Tenacity of will... Sino, don't take it to heart.
They escaped.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Exactly.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go...
You want to go too?
I want to find Grandpa. I promise...
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pet Paimon feels like we're missing...
Where's Tia? Where's Tia go? When?
Shatter!
Tung 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 tung.
So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay. So, we have to dig it up.
Sorry.
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device. Looks like there were more than one. Let's split up and
Is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Hello. Wait.
I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't.
We should be able to.
One more thing. I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
What's the difference? Hold on, let me open this teleporter while we are. Oh, never mind. It's way up there. There's no way I can open it. Yeah, nggak mungkin.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I...
Tia? Why would you? Tia!
The fuck?
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here.
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the... Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this...
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting...
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry.
It's not too late yet. The village Mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon, with these scholars in our custody, will stomp the academia.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the academia to me. Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all on...
It's impossible to commute. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to...
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out...
Think you can talk me over with...
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against...
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the academia. Why must...
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hip...
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said? You know you're making a dangerous decision.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Arc.
We've known each other for years.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the academia, you need to steel yourself.
An arm from the Flame Mane. What if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're merc.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring...
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman?
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to
do it!
The heck? Are they seriously gonna do it? What? Told you this game is scary. The heck?
Stop!
What's wrong?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to... You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave.
Gila. Whew. Thankfully that ended up well. Wow. Sangat-sangat nyaris.
Phew.
Phew.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually...
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa.
Whatever it takes? You just might...
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
He actually did. Tapi ya itu emang bener.
Let's get moving. We should head...
Oke dah. Wait till following morning. Kita tunggu sampai jam 6 pagi. Besoknya. Ini story Archon questnya sangat-sangat panjang sekali. Fly, demon fly. Oke.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak,
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia.
Okay.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today.
Oh,
understood?
thank you.
I'll be very upset with
Terima
you.
kasih. Super. Ini udah berapa jam ya? 2 jam, 3 jam cuy. Wah, gila. Udah 3 jam. Kelar. Iri jauh banget lagi di sini udah. Aduh, padang pasir. Kalau kita pukulin deh, ada ini pada tidur, jangan ganggu deh. Kita ambil buahnya aja. Bye bye. Apa ini? Semacam puzzle yang harus dibakar. Wah. Akhirnya ada buat terbang. Kita lawan nggak mereka? Lawan deh, ada chest soalnya lumayan. Hayya.
Incoming. Hey!
Stabilize.
Oh, ini berat dua orang ini nih. Oke, let's go.
Gotcha.
Akhirnya sampai. Rahman, I'm here.
Huh. They got...
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and...
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only...
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a 1-for-1 exchange. And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge...
Oh my god.
You stay right there!
Cutscene. They here fighting. This should be awesome.
Playmate! What do you think you're doing? Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Ooh.
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Ooh. The timing. Nahida. Woo. Let's go. Dilindungin kita.
Paimon's dizzy.
Harusnya itu badan kita udah ke apa? Di dalam baju atau itu telinga udah pasti pada penuh dengan pasir. Possible banget kita bersih habis kena sen apa namanya? Ya itulah.
This day's going.
The sand dune I saw an energy field. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body. The Dendro Archon.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Hey, look around.
There used to be a temple here?
Pintunya mirip
It
sama
seems
domain
that
yang
when the sand dune
waktu
collapsed,
di
it exposed these underground structures.
apa namanya?
The symbols on the
Underground.
gate belong to the Scarlet King's
namanya?
civilization. It could have been an underground palace.
Oh, a miracle. Praise.
What's he doing here? And his...
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty... Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict.
He's not actually gonna...
As it happens, I wanted...
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of the Scarlet King's civilization appear. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, God's new discoveries...
Rahman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people.
Sheesh. Domain api listrik es berarti bye bye traveler. Hello ayah kah?
pleasure to be working with you.
Yeah, this should be good. Goodbye, traveler. Hello, Ayaka. Start with the domain.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rama.
Huh?
Do you see another
Are you mocking me?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet...
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then...
Oh. What is this? Look up at what? Ah, I did it. Well, that was easy. Pam 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 pam. Ini pintu kah? Bukan. What is this? Oh, the elevator. Hey guys.
Solidify.
What's up?
Gather.
Harusnya tadi gue bawa Kazuha ya. Sangat-sangat mengganggu ngelawan monster-monster yang terpisah begini. Hi guys.
Order guide you.
Goodbye guys.
Sakura swirl. Whirling snow.
Hah. Hah. Woo. Woo. Ah no.
Solidify.
Go. Toss over.
Ya, nggak kritikal. Sedih amat.
Nowhere to hide.
Ah.
Speed of light. Incoming.
Nggak bisa sih. Ini gimana cara kita naik ya? Apakah ada cara lain? Kita di sini naik kah? Oh, bisa naik dari sini. Oh, I see. Itu cuman ini doang yang ngetes doang. Kalau nyangkut doang liftnya. Isi.
Gather.
Don't blink. Take flight. Whirling snow.
This
Dah,
is
bye-bye
order.
guys. Bye-bye. Mana lagi? Oh, ada sesuatu di sini. Mysterious message. The elevator will descend into the ground. Get on top of it before it starts ascending again to reach the dome. Oh, I see what is happening here. Ah, I see. Wait. I see. Let's get up there again. Let's go here. Press this thing. And press it again. Perfect timing. And what is this?
Stabilize!
Speed of light. Hey! Higher, pants on fire!
Gather!
Don't blink!
I need Kazuha.
My apologies.
Harusnya Kazuhanya tidak tadi di bawah. Okay, what is it again this time? That one's good. Okay. Huh? What is this? Okay, turn off. Okay, turn off. Whoa! What? Why am I so lucky with this freaking puzzle, dude? I'm so lucky. Let's go down. Ngapain kita ke bawah lagi ya? What? Kok turunnya jauh banget? Whoa.
Oh, now that's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
A domain portal.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Oh, cancel.
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people.
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious.
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
Cool.
There seems to be a hidden message. Excellent. There's a device from this.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the
Yes. However, under the you'll understand after watching it.
Cutscenes.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. it was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague.
I know.
People's
Story-nya
minds were
panjang banget.
filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even
Story-nya
the land
panjang
was stripped of
sekali.
its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child.
Oh
How
my
strange.
god, what?
Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep.
What?
Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What?
What was that?
What?
The priest's memories.
Hold on.
No, impossible.
Whoa.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro...
But this doesn't make any sense.
Was that the former Dendro?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of the surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not... The Scarlet King's death, the all but total... We saw her as nothing more than a traitor. Who stabbed us in the back and all...
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this from... How could I ever begin to accept this?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of you.
Dia, my Aramites and I. What are we even fighting for?
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed, but please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today...
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
When would be a good time?
Tomorrow, and I'll...
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy...
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
It does in Love and Thunder, though.
That
No
must have been
spoiler.
rough.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed...
The outcome...
We should get going too. Let's head back.
Betul, mana si siapa namanya? Isak sama kakeknya.
We're leaving.
Stop yelling.
Finally, we finished the act or chapter. I think it's the act, right? Should be the act. Or maybe the chapter is done as well. Anyway.
Raman,
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring.
I guess all I can say now is...
Don't mention it. I think we could. But we share a common cause now.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you.
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale.
You should have known that I would be coming for.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently.
They...
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned knowledge.
I don't...
Well, you better start talking.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
How did you know?
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if
But she is.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, he asked them, do you...
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of Academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long... After that, they harvested with the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact sort. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can, if it's knowledge.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't... It is as if they are cursed with a Some organisms demonstrate this.
Then what does... Is she not a true...
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated... When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord. They found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never... Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor... Slowly but surely, people began to forget.
So...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers.
Sure.
Sure. Sure. Sure. Sure. Sure. Whew. It's a long way now from here to the village. Aru village. Whew.
The village keepers you found.
The atmosphere is... Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case,
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Oh, Paimon!
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed.
So,
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well, let's brainstorm.
The next time we gather...
Yay! Finally, we had made a conclusion on what we had to do. We have to save Nahida and cancel the resurrection. Oh, never mind. Cancel the creation of the new god. Right, ini harusnya ngapain tadi questnya? The start Astighnari about the situation. Oh, Archon questnya udah kelar. Yes, akhirnya. Archon quest kita tadi untuk menjabarkan visanya kita mencari masalah mengenai akademia dan ternyata akademia itu pengen menciptakan dewa baru dan Nahida sepertinya terperangkap di sana ya. Kita harus membuat rencana untuk menyelamatkan si Dendro Archon kita, Lord Kusanali atau Nahida yang kita sebut itu. Oke. Untuk sekarang gue bakal selesai sampai sini dulu karena kita udah lama banget ya ini online atau streaming setelah hampir 3 jam setengah. Right, gue bakal akhiri streamnya di sini. Next time mungkin gue bakal coba explore ini lagi karena ini masih sedikit banget yang baru ke explore ya. 6%, 10, 17, 21, 17, 35, 28, 56 masih dikit. Paling gue bakal mencoba explore ini dulu. Udah malam juga. Dan gue sekarang juga lagi nge-record game lain buat di upload di videonya di sini. Stay tune aja. Gue bakal lebih sering aktif lagi di YouTube buat upload video atau streaming dan segala macamnya. Mau usahain terus lebih aktif. And ya, kalau ada pertanyaan apa-apa boleh boleh coba di komen gitu loh. Kalau ada pertanyaan atau apa. Mungkin nanti juga nih streaming ini bakal dibikin klip atau VOD-nya dipendekin bisa jadi kemungkinan dan ya. See you guys later. Bye bye. And ya, dadah.